On the road now, all in the MIA, oh, like this. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down, my go down, rats can't fold down, my your dough down. We ain't gon' put on the fourth down, we on the hunt, we want more now. We're from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce. I be paranoid, I gotta keep.
Yo.
I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, free my said. I be close to saying I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA.
In downtown Sacramento. Tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings taking on the Houston Rockets. And welcome, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, you look at the Rockets coming into play. They were the surprise winners in Game 1. And as a visiting club, just getting one of those first two games so important. They've got a chance now to get both.
And what a performance in Game 1. You steal the opener on the road, you take a home court advantage right away. Now you've got the opportunity to take real control and take a 2-0 lead back to your place for Game 3.
Fox across the timeline, just underway. Happy you're with us for Game 2. With the Rock, it's Chris Paul. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back. Everybody communicated. Everybody pointed. It was just better offense than it was defense.
Harrison Barnes powers it through.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Harden. And count the basket inside.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Harrison Barnes, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
To Capella. Ah, the monster stuff. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 4. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a King. Harden has it up the floor. Fires the 3. Oops, he missed the first one. Second of 3 is good. Into the front court, it's Fox. 10-4 is the score. Bagley to Thompson. Barnes to Bagley. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
It's Rockets ball. The pass stolen. By Sacramento to Fox. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
De'Aaron Fox at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 72%. To Anthony. Slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Kings have the basketball. Barnes, guarded by Carmelo Anthony. Marvin Bagley with the slam.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Here comes the screen. To Anthony. Whoa, what a finish.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. They're down 3. To Bagley. Oh, emphatic slam.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Nothing going here on that drive. To Anthony. Paul. To Capella. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
First try at the line, no good. Oh, he missed them both. Fox with it. 14-13 our score. It's a 1-point game. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it. We get a whistle and a timeout for Houston as they'll talk things over in a 1-point basketball game. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Rockets in control of the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Chris Paul at the line for 2 shots. A career 86% from the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2.
Shot.
It's the Kings now with the ball. Nice pass to set things up.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Curling inside to Monroe. The shot denied by Okafor. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There's no stopping that. You either got to double or deny him the ball from the jump.
Fox into the front court. They trail by one. Down low to Okafor. To Fox. Has a look. Shot by Fox, no good. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
The free throw, good. Caps off the three-point play. The lead is 4. Sacramento ball. Buddy Hield. Oh, bad pass as the Rockets come away with it. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
Driving right to the basket, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out. Your opponent. Let him know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
Trevor Ariza, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. First try, no good. Second one's...
Hey, this is our game. Let's take it home now.
Fox across the timeline. Down a dozen. And scores. Strong take.
There's no better feeling after a game after you had 25+ assists and you won the game and everybody recognizes that it's time for their bank accounts to get rewarded.
Into the front court. It's Fox. Down 12. To Hield. Barnes to Fox. Here's a chance from long range. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. To Harden. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 3 in this first half. Jay, mixed opinions with Carmelo Anthony. How will you remember his career?
Well, as of right now, he's a catch-and-shoot type player. But for me personally, Carmelo Anthony will go down as one of the greatest isolation players of all time.
About to
Back
bring
in his
Carmelo
Denver days, his
Anthony his
earlier New
first
York
ever
Knicks
ring.
days, there was nobody better in an isolated set than CA.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Fox against Harden. Trying to cash in. Deep two there. Won't go. To Capella. And the slam.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
To Capella. Paul. To Anthony. Yes, Carmelo Anthony. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. Looking for his man. The pass taken away by the Kings.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Buddy Hield to Barnes. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Harrison Barnes. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 78% at the line. First one goes down. Two for 2 on that trip. Harden in possession. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. To Paul. Okafor with the rebound. To Fox. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Harden to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Harden. James Harden, 3 for 6 now.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys down big. Paul. That won't go. Long key from 3/4 court. We've reached halftime here in Game 2. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports report. Jalen.
everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Rockets didn't hold back in that opening half. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Houston Rockets. The Kings may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings.
First half stats. Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
Fox with it. Looking to make something happen. Down low for...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Fox against Clint Capella. To Harrison Barnes. And strokes it.
Woo! Did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here's Harden with the rock. To Paul. Here comes the screen. Paul to Anthony. Shot clock winding down. Harden. And knocks it down. Jay, for the defender, tough to gamble once the ball's behind the arc. The challenge defending a guy who can be a 1 or a 2.
We're not old men talking about this game. We don't define players by positions anymore. Is he a 1 or is he a 2? No, he's James Harden. He is a scorer and an elite passer.
Paul to Capella. Nothing going here on that drive. Stuffs it down with authority.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball 1-on-1. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. He'll run the offense. Marvin Bagley with the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters. But when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Paul to Harden. Doesn't get the bounce.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Klay Thompson, guarded by Clint Capella. To Barnes. Great look and vision. Clint Capella snatching it out of the air.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Houston with the basketball to Harden. Takes stock of the floor. Shot for James Harden. And the rebound pulled down by Barnes. De'Aaron Fox to Harrison Barnes. Has a chance. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Harden with the basketball. His guy's up by 15. They call a 3-second violation. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Fox, defended by Melo. Costa Kufos with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Houston takes over. To Anthony. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man's land. They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Over to the right side. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Stuffs it down with authority.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Barnes. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Takes it coast to coast, and the strong finish at the rim.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Costa Kufos pins it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Short jumper stays out. To Fox. And the Rockets clear the board. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
The Kings will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
So you must act soon. Visit our team website for more details.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Buddy Hield to Harrison Barnes. goes to Kufos. Able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Beyond the arc for three. That's off the side of the rim, no good. And the Rockets have the rebound. Gordon with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. The pass stolen by Sacramento.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
To Monroe. Stuffs it down with authority.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Give me stance, he's coming, give me stance.
Barnes' shot, it's off.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
The big guy, Greg Monroe. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. 3 quarters complete. The Rockets way out in front. It'll be Rockets basketball here. We start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle down, they can win this game by 50.
He gets it.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Dario Saric with the block. It's Sacramento ball. Buddy Hield. From long range. The rebound belongs to Houston. The pass taken away by the Kings. Cashes in for 2.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Monroe. Has a look. A shot no good there for Monroe. Passed it off and draws the foul.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch. And you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Harry Giles at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 50%. Wants to do better. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Baseline drive. Oh, he had it. For 3, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Oh, big finish at the rim. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Oh, straight down the middle for 2.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Rockets have the ball. To Capella. Clint Capella. He's now 5 for 6.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Slam dunk. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Fox into the front court. His guys down big. Bagley to Fox. Goes to the right side. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Going to launch beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
This game comes down to micro adjustments. Either mismatches, ball screens, slipping action on those ball screens, quick fades to threes. It just seems like you're actually finding your rhythm offensively.
Kings with the ball to Bagley. Buddy Hield. Rockets have it, and they retain the possession.
Hey, lock up.
All by himself, creates his own shot there.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Now a whistle. It's going to be a timeout for Sacramento, as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. De'Aaron Fox. No, I missed a short one there. To Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul. Curling inside. And the basket good at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Kings have the basketball. Trying to cash in. Yes, Klay Thompson. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
And the finish, slam dunk.
An easy 2, get back on defense.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down a bundle. De'Aaron Fox to Thompson. Shot by Barnes, off the mark. To Anthony. Turns and slams it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Screen coming. To Capella. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
Knocked loose. And that one is out. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. Lets it fly from long range. That's off the side of the rim, short. To Paul. There's the toss. Flushes down the slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Get back.
Barnes. Off the mark. No good. Now a steal as the Rockets have it. It's the Rockets who are victorious. They've taken the upper hand in this best-of-7 series. A 2-games-to-none lead. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Rockets put on a show in a blowout. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Houston Rockets. The Kings did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. Check out the leading scores for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. Fast break points.
The Sacramento Kings. Issues communicating when it came to transition defense. They gave up way too many easy baskets.
Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.
I beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 lie. me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls are. I bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money on everybody. Painting wife, go money to something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my? You're on the floor, I'm still holding my. Want me talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stable life, say hi to my. Take a ride, let's go on my. Why you surprised when I buy you? Who told you I ain't got no money? Who told you I can't have no money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Want me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Now bet you can. Oh, I swear down, I'ma show them I'm in. They rich now, they put down money. All them clowns never help nothing. And they go space now in the bandwagon. Right round town in my bandwagon. Screaming, who told you we ain't got no money? Who told you I got have no money? You're on the floor, I'm still holding money. Got me talking. Hey, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. See you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. I bet you can. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend. Love the weekend. Girls up. I bet you can. My like. My like. My like.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, wild, I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up. The place up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin on my T-Bano. So drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the play card on her. My knee longer than hair on her. That cavity, and I'm her, that's Hillary. Saudi, are you on